The tragedy of Johnny Van Zant is a deeply emotional saga of loss, loyalty, and unrelenting resilience that spans decades and weighs heavier on the heart than many realize. Born into a family rooted in Southern rock legend, Johnny was thrust into the shadow of his older brother Ronnie Van Zant, the original frontman of Lynyrd Skynyrd, whose life was cut short in the infamous 1977 plane crash that killed 6 people, including Ronnie and other band members. For Johnny, the grief of losing a brother was compounded by the crushing responsibility of preserving a musical legacy cherished by millions. When he stepped into Ronnie's shoes in 1987 to lead the reformed Lynyrd Skynyrd, Johnny was not just taking on a job, he was taking on the emotional weight of a legacy carved in tragedy and sealed in myth. Despite the fame and applause, every performance carried the ghosts of the past, and every lyric he sang served as both tribute and burden. But the sorrow didn't stop there. In 2018, Johnny faced an even more personal heartbreak when his beloved daughter Lindsay was diagnosed with and later passed away from a rare form of cancer. Her death devastated him, shaking the very foundations of his world. Friends and fans noticed a shift in Johnny's demeanor, still strong on stage, but with a quieter, more haunted energy beneath the surface. As if losing a sibling and a child weren't tragic enough, Johnny's youngest daughter Taylor recently suffered a life-threatening health scare when doctors discovered a mass in her brain, prompting emergency surgery. The news rocked the Van Zant family and led Johnny to cancel shows, pleading publicly for prayers and support. Though Taylor's surgery was reportedly successful, the experience reopened deep emotional wounds that had never truly healed. Through it all, Johnny has remained the frontman of Lynyrd Skynyrd, carrying the torch of his brother's legacy and honoring the memory of fallen bandmates. But behind the music and the bravado is a man who has endured loss after loss away. In the public eye, always expected to be strong. Fans often see the voice, the stage presence, the music, but few see the man behind the curtain, a father mourning his child, a brother haunted by the past, a soul who has lived with more heartache than most could bear. His story isn't just about rock and roll, it's about survival, faith, and carrying on when life seems intent on knocking you down. Even now, as he continues to tour, Johnny Van Zant wears his pain with quiet dignity, his every performance a living eulogy to those he's loved and lost. The tragedy of Johnny Van Zant isn't in some dramatic headline or scandal, it's in the quiet, ongoing endurance of a man who has turned personal sorrow into strength, who sings not just because he can, but because it's the only way he knows how to keep the memories alive. His life is a ballad of grief and grit, and it is just so very, very sad.